Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition. I will not be beaten by Site X. It's been a couple of days. I've had a bit of chance to refresh, recool, readjust, whatever you want to call it. And I am not going to let this endemic roster beat me. I've gotten everything else throughout the entire game, or the mod. Site X, I'm not going to stop until I have it. Whether I'm actually going to do the Site X challenge or not, I might try only one episode going after it. There's a lot of stuff that feels like it's not meant to be done anymore. Like, in the comments, there's been a lot of people offering advice, like, for trying to tackle the Site X challenge, turn the Parasaur on and the Ankylosaur on. I would kind of argue that breaks the criteria of the challenge a bit. There's also, what else? There's some technical stuff. Again, the Cryolophosaurus, the Cryolophosaurus, and the Monolophosaurus. I feel like they do have a bug where shots aren't properly detected on them. I actually want to put that a little bit more to the test this episode, because I know for certain we're going to run into those. That's something. There's also the walls around the area. Dinosaurs clip through. We've seen multiple times. Sometimes they've been actually clipped so far out they can't come back into the playable area. It just feels like Site X is not functioning as meant, so I will try the challenge maybe only as one episode. I doubt I'll get through. And the criteria for it are right in there. For an ideal game experience, choose the dangerous dinosaurs to hunt, and in options, increase aggressivity and sensitivity to maximum. So, because it says the dangerous dinosaurs, I'd kind of rule out the Parasaur. Well, it's not dangerous at all, so I'd easily rule that out. The Ankylosaurus, I've leaned to being not dangerous either. I guess if you really want to try to squeeze out and get some help, you might be able to. But to me, the Site X challenge would be everything from the Dilophosaurus pick and up, nothing else beforehand. And yeah, I'm sure you guys can imagine what that would mean trying Site X, and that's probably what I will do next week's some episode. I do think I am pretty close to the end of the Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition series, because we don't have that much more to show off. I do want to do an Easelsorn episode at night, because a request came in for that. I think I would like to try to get Omega-09 actually properly hunted and taken down, not using the bridge, and actually claim it with an evacuation. I know we've done it before on camera, and we just got killed by the raptors to not claim it, but just something to properly say we've done that. And then a Site X challenge, so next week might be the last 3, unless somebody else comes into the comments and has ideas for things like that, so we'll have to see. But everything looks about ready for today's episode, so I'm just going to go Parasaur, and I'm just trying for that endemic roster. And for the Monolophosaurus and the Cryolophosaurus, before I get into the chaos that is Site X, the mortal zone is supposed to be the chest area, sort of like how it is on Metriacanthosaurus there. But I feel like with how much I've been shooting when they've been coming in, we should have gotten more mortal zone hits if that's the case. So I'm going to put that to the test a bit, see how things go, and let's see if we can actually properly get the Site X endemic roster shown. Not the challenge, just the endemics. Because God knows I've died more than enough times on this map. But let's hop in, get right to the hunt. Okay, we're dropped right in. Okay, so looks like we got some raptors coming in. Now, I have gotten quite a bit of helpful advice in the comments as I started, my first hunts on Site X. And they were... So the comments... Inspector was pretty helpful with a few comments. Is the raptors will go down with just a single revolver hit anywhere on their body. There's been a lot of save the Uzi pistol and the SMG ammo, because they are what carry you kind of through the map. Stuff like that. The shotgun is something, again, depending on, if it's a slow enough dinosaur, the shotgun is very easy for clearing it out and dealing with them. On the first corner here, don't be too much of a rush to go into the pitfall area, because a lot of the carnivores do clip through the right-hand wall there. I don't know if they actually can clip, like, from that side, down, whatever's between, over here or not. But there's been plenty of helpful advice coming in for like how to try to manage Site X better or how to be on it. I think I've improved as we've seen how I've started with barely making it to the pitfalls, getting into the pitfalls, and then actually getting towards the end. So I am at least like learning more and more as I've been playing. It's just that it does come up often. Okay. Okay, this is not what I... Okay.
You've done a great job.
Now see, I don't know if I actually hit the chest or that was the back I hit.
You've done a great job.
Okay, I'm just on chill a moment. So that guy coming in, the Cryolophosaurus here, when I've taken them down, I've thought they've been more like along the back and body shots I've hit that registered the blood. But if, supposedly with it being the chest, I have to try to get one coming like straight into me, and that will probably be pretty difficult to actually manage. I still have not gotten any of the missing endemics. There are only 3, but they're proven to be quite difficult to actually see and get. Okay, yeah, there's a Utah Raptor coming up out of there.
You've done a great job.
Okay, you can the dinos clip so hard into the wall, like, oh, those guys, you can see them going in and out down there. So that's something you have to be careful of. But I think that was the only thing... Yeah, it looks like the rest I can go through here okay. Again, we're not exactly trying to do the Site X challenge, we're just trying to find these missing endemic dinos. But they have been very, very hard to locate at all. I think I caught a glimpse of the, like, Thronax and actually the Oxalea. Or Oxalea? I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. I caught a glimpse of 2 of them that I have yet to take down and get into the trophy room. So they can spawn, it's just that they seem to be either very infrequent, or maybe they're ones that have a spawn place that glitches them out very often. I'm also going to not try running anymore, because that seems to pull a lot of stuff at me sooner than I can handle. So that might be good advice to let you guys know, is not to try running your way through places. Just take it slow. Yeah, that one, he's got a mortal zone in his chest.
Okay, boss.
But he goes down kind of like what you'd expect dinosaurs to. He doesn't have any, like, bugs or that. Okay, there's that one taken down.
Great job.
Yeah, the problem is, I just cannot seem to find these last ones anymore. Or I cannot see these other 3 that I've not gotten. I can see all the Parasaurs freaking out up ahead, but nothing different like carnivore looking. So I don't know if it is, there's like a random chance that maybe some of the endemic dinos don't spawn, or their spawns get the most frequently clipped out of the map area. I really don't know. The only thing you can really do is either rinse and repeat at the very start until you see what you're after, or go through the entire map and maybe you don't even see it through here. But we can see I am getting consistent progress of being able to get further in through the map. Now, this certainly isn't the challenge roster that's on loaded or selected right now. But it does show I am handling a lot of
Okay, boss.
Okay, we got I think he's stuck over there. Okay, now here he's kind of coming in. I want to try to get him straight on to test the mortal zone. Okay, so maybe it is the chest. Maybe it's that I've been aiming too high on them. So maybe I'll have to try going a bit lower for my shots. And that'll put them down. But unfortunately, this looks like another... Yeah, this seems to be another run without... The Endemics were missing.
You've done a great job.
I'm... kind of tempted to have one of the Segos put us down, just... Oh. You know what? I'm actually okay with that. Because I don't want to fill up the trophy room with things that we've already got, and then miss our chance to see the ones we're missing. Okay, we're in again. Okay, starting off with the Utah Raptor. Yeah, they go down pretty quickly and easily. So when it comes to the Cryo and the Mono Lophosauruses, I'm going to definitely try working more at aiming lower than I think I have to. That might be the key that I've been screwing up a lot. And then we do have Velociraptors coming in. This is again where comments have been pretty good, where just one revolver shot will put them down. As long as they land, of course. Okay, so we got... Oh. It does seem like, as long as you aim a bit lower, I guess I was trying to aim more neck, back area. Yeah, so I guess when I was trying to go after them, they are also kind of skinny for dinosaurs. So that could be something that plays into it where you can't really tell if your shots are going left or right. You don't have a reference for that. But it seems like just trying to aim more lower for the center of the chest. And that'll get you a bit more reliably getting those two down. Unfortunately, we... see, this is a lot of Parasaurs and Anki off the bat, but they're not the dinos I want to see. I'd prefer to actually get a bunch of Carnivores coming in, so that way I kind of know... Oh, well, we got this Slowpoke coming in. It might actually be somebody to try... Oh, look at that. Bow and arrow for him. Oh, and we got Trikes up there. Yeah, I think... God, this looks like it's going to be one of the roughest turn points I've ever encountered. Because it's nothing but Ankis, Parasaurs, and there is Trikes up there. Or at least there's one Trike.
Okay, boss.
And I... Nope, and sound is... I guess there's so much sound going on at the moment, it can't really, play the correct one. Okay, there's you down. Yeah, the Trikes, I think, would qualify for the Site X challenge because of that behavior where they're much more prone to come towards you if they've been wounded. Oh my god. Okay, you're down. I mean, they do go down pretty easy once you know to shoot for the eyes. But yeah, they still prove to be quite an obstacle. Now, speaking of... Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll just wait for them to make their way over here. I'm actually going to run back to get some room from the Proceratosauruses. Yeah, there's one. Okay, we'll put you down. There should be more coming in. I just don't know where they'll come in from. Oh, and we got another Mono to try testing Mortal Zone on you. Okay, so that's definitely it, I've been aiming, I think, too high when it comes to those guys.
You've done a great job.
And that's why I've had so much trouble trying to put them down. Now that I'm lowering where I'm trying to aim towards center of mass, getting much more proper results from it. Oh, and we got cryo coming in now. Yeah, they do still take a bit of damage until, like, the mortal zone does trigger. But I do know where I should be shooting for them now if I want to take them down. Now, we just gotta get through all of this. And we'll be in a spot to see if we got anybody else along this stretch coming up. Okay. It definitely feels like this strip, though, is incredibly empty and bare bones for, like, how the rest of it goes, doesn't it? Like, almost every time we've been along here,
Returning to base.
feels like there's not been any dinos, really, in this area.
You've done a great job.
No. We got, you know what, let's see. I don't think there's anybody else coming, so let's just try taking him down with the bow and arrow. There we go.
You've done a great job.
Yeah, we're putting the bow to some actual use in the series again. But with how the mod is more action-packed and shooter-oriented, I do think the compound bow is a little too slow for trying to keep pace with stuff. And unfortunately... Oh, again!
Okay, boss.
We'll get the SMG ready, but it does feel like we just have certain dinosaurs not spawning. So maybe I do have to try to... Nope. Well, you're gonna either become a super source or you're gonna die down there. Are you actually Okay, no, he's not coming in towards me. Oh my god, look at all these things here. Yeah, again, it doesn't... No, I hate you, so I'm not going to let you get me if I... Well, I guess he is going to get us. Okay, we'll try going in and... I'll try changing the roster a bit.
Okay, boss.
Okay, this is the roster with just the herbivores all picked, no carnivores. Yeah, God, with how fast they are, those guys, even now that I know where the mortal zone is, they are still very difficult to deal with at times. And if you guys are unsure of, like, where dinosaurs' mortal zones are, when you do go to download Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition, there is, like, a PDF file that does show off where all of the mortal zones are on dinos. Some don't have it actually pictured, and that's more like Apex dinos or things like that. But for the majority of the roster, that will give you your clue to where to try aiming for the majority of the roster and the endemic roster. It's a very handy place sheet that if you have a smartphone or something that can bring up PDFs, it'd be a good little tool to have there. So it's almost like a little bit of a hunter's guide to help you out through dealing with some of the dinos in the mod. But again, when it comes to the ones I'm actually trying to go for, it seems like I just cannot seem to get them to want to spawn.
You've done a great job. You've done a great job.
Okay, we got a Utah Raptor up here. Oh, the reload. God, that's another thing that... It is just because of how Carnivores works, but I do hate how the reloads are. We'll restart. Okay, dropped in again. One thing I've been doing to reset hunts has actually just been going back to the menu, dropping back in. This is the first one I'm just going to restart from the prompt. I don't know if we'll have the, like, neon glitch for endemic dinos? I've never actually put that to the test to see if that's the case. But so far, we haven't had any endemics spawn along this first stretch. Oh, I saw a Utahraptor up there. That's the hard part about trying to complete this roster, is just that I'm not seeing the missing dinos. It'd be different if I was at least getting them and getting killed. But it just feels like this is so much of a luck of the draw. Now, it's kind of frustrating to want to do or to try and do. Okay, they don't see... Oh. Turn around just in time to see this guy coming in.
Okay, boss.
Okay, they're still behind me. I don't think I gotta worry about them. Ah! God! Maybe slow them down, too, because, like, these two are the only problem dinos in this map. Okay, and again, I do not see any of what we're looking for. I don't know what it is about these last three. I don't know if there's something weird with the spawning code or what, but I've only seen two of them on... I mean, the combies are running into the walls. Can I actually run through the walls too? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Looks like we're getting that bounding box kind of pushes us back a bit. It might even be the case I'll have to try to hunt them on my own and then bring you guys to the trophy room once I've gotten them, because, I mean, as we've seen all the times we've dropped in, we haven't seen any of what we're missing. It's all just coming down to luck on what's spawning or what isn't. It might even have to come that I'll have to do some trick, or do some weird changes to the settings, like... Alright, these guys are aggressive if you're too close. I'm gonna do a small check to the settings and see. Okay, this is going to be chaos. Because this is high density, everything on the roster picked. I don't even have room to back up, basically. So yeah, this... Oh, is that finally somebody different? Okay. So we finally got a new endemic that we haven't seen before with... I think that's the Lythronax. Or Lythornax? Not entirely sure. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk up this first stretch, see if I can find any of the other dinos that I might be missing. And if not, I'll just exit with him. And then maybe just do a few drops in with high density. Yeah, there we go. Finally got one of the missing three. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything or anybody else up there I haven't gotten yet. So I think what we will do is just take this. I'll just take a quick trip to the trophy room, make sure I have room for other things. Although I don't think I finished a hunt that has more dinos, so we might be clear there. But yeah, I'm going to take what we've actually got, and then I'm going to do just little drop-ins to try and get more. Okay, so I did check in the trophy room to see how we're doing, and we should have quite a few spots open.
You've done a great job. You've done a great job. You've done a great job. You've
Oh, unfortunately, that might be a lot of those trophy roster slots filled up already. Because, yeah, once you start going into high density, you got a lot of stuff that'll spawn in. I'm just hoping I can see one of these other missing two try to get it. And hopefully that doesn't take up a lot of the... Oh god, that's another problem, is trying to get these guys also means having to put up with... I don't know if I'll actually have all the trophy roster slots that I need for...
You've done a great job. You've done a great job. You've done a great
Oh,
job.
crud.
You've done a great job. You've done a great job.
Okay. Yeah, that's a new challenge. That's not even a problem I've thought about until now, but it would definitely be one. Okay. I see trikes, I see... Yeah, take care of you before you can jump. Oh, clipping right through the wall like that. You know what? I might actually let these guys take me out because... no, I do hate them, so I'm gonna let something probably kill me because I don't think I have the trophy slots to actually allow everything to come back. Of course, it's the one I hate the most. Okay. Yeah, that's going to put a challenge to trying to show these guys off, too. Okay, I'm going to do something I don't often do. Oh, my god. Okay, take care of you.
You've done a great job. You've done a great job. You've done a great job.
God, this is such a frustrating map trying to get stuff done on. Okay, there's probably going to be a lot of jump cuts and just like little... I'll actually bring you guys back in when I've gotten anything.
You've done a great job. You've done a great job. You've done a great job.
See, I'll bring you guys back in between as I try to get down what I want, but I'm going to try to finish off Site X completely this episode, at least for the endemic roster. How long that'll take, I don't know, but it definitely seems like it's just going to come down to luck of the draw of what decides to spawn at the very start here.
Okay, boss.
So yeah, I'll see you guys jump back and forth when I might actually get anything new. Oh, finally we got... Okay, just gotta survive. We got another one. Only just one more to get. There's our last one. Okay, I'm just taking that and going. We finally got them all. It took a lot of jump in, drop out, jump in, jump out, but we finally got the last 3 dinos to complete Site X's endemic roster. So just give me a moment to grab my cheat sheet. Just so that way I know the names properly for you guys. Okay, so first up, the spinal-looking guy, this is the Oxalaya. I think it's Oxalea, or Oxalai, or something like that. It's another Spinosaurus-looking like guy, smaller sail than the usual. Take him down, you gotta go for the eye shots. I've gotten pretty dumb luck with going for the eye shots on a number of dinos and seem to take them down pretty easily and regularly. At least that's been pretty good takedown. Not too bad of a texture work. I think the teeth, though, look a little bit too weird. Like, almost looks like they're rotten with how the orangish is at the tops of them. I think that maybe should have been changed. Other than that, though, still a nice general model and texture. Then next up, this is the last guy we took down. And this was the hardest one to actually get proper. The Chilantysaurus. The Chuntisaurus. Yeah, it seems like that's the only way to really pronounce that. So this guy took a while before he actually spawned in. One did spawn in, but I was killed by him because there's so much coming at me at once. I do like the texture work. It kind of almost gives him like a plated back look. I mean, it's just the way the texture is. It's nothing modeled like that, but yeah, texture's not too bad. It does kind of seem like in spots it's aged a bit more. The teeth are a bit better on this guy, just because you don't have that. I mean, no, I think I'm actually seeing the roof of the mouth instead of like the. Yeah, it is the roof of the mouth. Whereas on the Oxalia there, that orangey reddish almost looks like the teeth are rotting away to me. Whereas this guy, they look just right. And the eye's pretty nicely done too. Good to see him. I just wish it didn't take so long to see him. And then the last one which is actually the first we got, is the Lythronax. So this guy, name is probably familiar because he's been in a lot of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World stuff. I don't think he's actually debuted in any of the films at all, and I don't think he will. He's just one of the more famous dinosaurs that's been used in the series. We've gotten a few of him. I think looks like just a couple. But that's because I've had to be so in and out of turning off all the trophies I collected in order to make sure I have room to show these guys off. Because with the high density setting on Site X, you can basically be ambushed by 10 dinosaurs within the first minute of spawning in. So you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you only get 24 trophy slots. And when you consider that a raptor pack on high density is about 6 or 7, plus Dilophosaurus packs and Proceratosaurus packs, it fills up fast. It was basically after every hunt, if I did actually get one of these guys, come back here, clear everything else out, make room. So Site X was easily the hardest one to get the full endemic roster on. That does come down, though, to they just did not want to spawn in regularly. It took so long before these guys finally made their appearances, but once they did, the weapon roster and just some quick shooting is enough to put them down pretty reliably. They can be a bit tricky. Oxalia, that eye shot is like the Spino, so it could be difficult getting that. Luckily, I had to spawn where it wasn't really aware of me, so I got the shots in pretty easily to that. But yeah, it's just good to see the entire roster done, and that is now every endemic dinosaur shown off in-game in our series. So I do want to do one more week of Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition. I'm thinking Omega 09 I want to get fair and squarely and taken back to the trophy room. I'm going to do an Easosaur and a Night Hunt because of just how chaotic that map feels and its roster. It was asked as a request, so I have no problem meeting that. And I think the final episode will be my attempts at, or an attempt or two at the Site X challenge, but I doubt I'm actually going to be able to complete it just because of how chaotic that is. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this probably a bit longer of an episode of Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition, but at least if you've been watching to see all the endemic stuff, you finally got it all, and it's all finally done. We've managed to achieve that feat. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the series. And if you did like it, be sure to give it a like. And until I catch you in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.